some of you may know, I am eloping instead of doing a traditional wedding, and the elopement is happening in Japan, and I'm doing a photo shoot that has my wedding dress and all that, my Western lifestyle wedding dress, more vintage. I am going to do a trial run of the makeup I'm thinking I want to do today because it's getting closer and it's crazy. So here is the inspo. And we're gonna see if we can pull it off. Hair is not done yet because we're gonna do a separate video trying out the hair. Let's go ahead and try to see if we can pull off doing the makeup because I need to practice as well. Gotta take out the nose ring. That's much better. It was way too bright. I'm not going to wear a primer because it's just a trial run, and I'm also not gonna use the foundation I'm gonna use. This is more so for the eyes and just getting a feel for how I want the base to look. I'm using this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation just because it's my everyday foundation and I don't want to use my Estee Lauder. And I'm gonna put it on this Sugar Rush brush for my foundation. I'm gonna really cover up my brows, tattoo brows. Next, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Yeah, I know it's like an expensive one just for a trial run, but you know, it's okay. I ran out of the other one, so we're gonna use the expensive one. Okay, now that I look insane, I'm gonna be using this F70 concealer brush by Sigma Cosmetics, and we're just going to spread out that product. Okay, now we've done the foundation. Now we're gonna go on top with this Maybelline Fit Me powder. Okay, so that is sort of some of the base. Now we're going to go ahead and go in with the contour, and we're gonna use the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Bronzer. Like, why does it look so bright? Because I put it up on the exposure instead of down. We're going to be using blush. I'm going to be mixing these two colors together, and this is the Juvia's Place Duo Blush set. I'm going to put this one right on the eye here. I don't want the brows to be crazy thick, but I also don't want them to be crazy thin either. And follow where that arch is supposed to be. Oh, and I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. So what I'm going to do is just kind of sketch out the eyebrow thinly. I want to do the other side, and they're not going to be this thin. They won't be this thin, but we're doing it just so that way we can build on it versus take it away, because I can't tell you how many times I've had to like take away brows because I missed them. Actually, I don't like that a lot. Okay, let's do the other one, see if we can match it. Now the moment of truth, which is going to be the eyes. So I don't know why I wanted to go with a white type look, but I feel like that would look really pretty, and I want it to be kind of like pearlescent. So let's go ahead and try that and see. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this palette, a collab with ColourPop and Jasmine, Chiswell. And I'm going to be just taking this white and I'm going to put it all over the lid. And we're going to see how that works out. We're just going to take this little like fluffy brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to like put it all over the eye like this. And I feel like I could definitely use my fingers for this actually. Let's do that. Inspo pictures, the eyeshadow sort of goes up like towards the eyebrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and follow that. We're just gonna go all the way up with that white. We're just gonna like literally cover the whole lid with white and see how that looks. Okay, I feel like I'll definitely want to blend it out more towards the eyebrows, but I do like the way that looks. A lot of the inspiration pictures, there is a darker transition color, which I understand. I'm going to be doing I'm going to do it very subtle. I'm going to use this Shu Umura palette, the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and we're going to take this brown very, very lightly, and we're going to put it in that corner just to bring some dimension. And then we're gonna follow it up with, I kind of want to try like a lighter blue and see how that looks, but I'm not sure. We're gonna take the E70 by Sigma Cosmetics and see how that looks. So again, very lightly, we're just gonna kind of like outline the shape of the eye. I'm sure you're wondering, Nikki, why aren't you getting makeup done? Well, I can't find anyone that can do like vintage styles in Kyoto. the way I want it. So we're just gonna do our own makeup because I know what I want. And that's why we're doing this, because we're doing a trial run and some practice. But I'm gonna get my makeup done for the ceremony, so that's cool. So that's kind of how that turned out. I was debating on how I want to add blue, but I kind of think that I want to add blue on the bottom waterline. So that means I'm going to go on with this like, I'm gonna go on with this liner brush, and I'm actually going to just literally, I want it like kind of in the corner and then underneath the eye. I feel like it's giving too disco. I like don't actually like that. So we're gonna actually take a brown, and I'm just gonna go brown on the bottom instead. I'll trial and error, right? I wanted it like to be a mix of like 60s and 40s. Again, not a huge fan of that, but that's fine. That's why we do trial runs. I'm gonna take this palette here, and I'm gonna use, this is by Nabla. Okay, and then I'm going to use this shimmery white color, and I'm gonna pack it just a little bit on the lid. And I'm literally gonna do it with my finger because it's very pigmented. So we're literally just gonna press, and that's it. That looks really pretty, actually. What do you guys think? I like that a lot. That's very pretty. I feel like there's a little bit too much pink in it. I wish it was like a little bit more like, I don't know, silvery. I feel like there's like, it looks kind of pink to me. That might just be the way that I'm seeing in the mirror, but there it looks like some of the sparkles are kind of pink. So next what I'm going to do is actually continue to cut, like shade that in. I'm going to be using this shade Picture Show, and then I'm just going to go a little bit more in. Oops, a little too much. I didn't want it to be that much. I'm going to use E38 Sigma brush, diffuser brush, and I'm going to just literally blend that in. Okay, so what I want to do is take that same like angle brush, and I'm going to keep blending that brown. I feel like I took it up a little too high. I would have preferred it to be a little bit more in the crease, but that's fine. Okay, next we're going to go with a white liner. A white liner on that waterline. This is by Urban Decay. That white on our waterline. And then next what we're going to do before we do any mascara on the bottom is we're going to do eyeliner. Now we have to be very careful with the eyeliner because if we mess up the eyeliner, we mess up the whole look. The NYX Epic Ink Liner. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to do a very thin line. I'm just going to do a thin line first. Map it out how we want it. There's the eyeliner. I feel like it's not super even, but that's fine. I think this is probably the thickness I'm gonna want it at because I don't want it to be too thick where it overpowers the eye. And then very carefully what I'm gonna do is draw a very thin line about till here and connect the wing with like the bottom liner. Sometimes I'll do fake bottom lashes, but I feel like they never turn out. I'm just not very good at drawing them, so honestly I think I might not do that. I think what I'll probably do is use fake bottom lashes because I feel like I'm messing these up. So put mascara on, and I have been debating on what color I want, but I actually think I'm gonna mix it up, and we're not gonna go with red. You'll see why. I'm gonna go ahead and align the lips carefully. I did get lip filler, and honestly it's been really just so much better when putting lipstick on. I don't know if this is the final verdict, but this is actually Starlight Cosmetics Hollywood Carnation color, and it's this beautiful pink. think it might be too pink, but that being said, that's why we did the trial run. If it looks too pink, I think we need to go with the red, actually. But this color is just gorgeous, so I'm going to be wearing it all the time. Can we talk about just the packaging and the diamonds? It's gorgeous. Okay, so here's the final eye look. I do like the brows. However, I do feel like it's just the glitter that kind of threw it off, and then adding that blue on the bottom. I think keeping the bottom simple. I think bottom lashes would really make it pop though. So I'm gonna order some bottom lashes and we'll try it again. But yeah, there's my little like trial vintage inspired bridal look. This is a little bit inspired by like Priscilla Presley, like 1960s with the white, but also just old Hollywood. I love old Hollywood, but I love like 60s too. And when I was looking at the inspirations, I loved the 60s wedding makeup looks. So alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and let me know if you have any suggestions for videos or any like lovely content, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.